it's Sam. I'm doing the natural like beach hair today. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to be reviewing the Naked Urban Decay Smoky Palette. This is what it looks like. So the packaging is like a plastic, but then this is kind of like when you touch it, it's like raised. And then it's kind of got like smoke, hence Smoky Palette. This retails for $54. I got mine at Sephora. And the back of it is completely like clear plastic. So you can actually see the pans on the back. And then you can see the brush in there. So that's what the packaging looks like. Again, it is quite chunky and thick, so I always wish that they would make them a little thinner, just because they're easier to travel with when they're a little thinner, and they're so long that sometimes they don't fit in makeup bags. So that's the only problem as far as if you do travel a lot. If you don't, then that's okay. But the packaging does look nice, and then it just says Urban Decay Smoky on the bottom. You open it up, you have a big, massive mirror, which I have the film still on. Can I get it off? No, it's kind of stuck on there, but it does have a big huge mirror, so that is nice that you can see yourself quite well. Then it comes with this brush right here, which has a fluffy like longer end side, and then kind of more of a almost like pencil brush, but a little bit shorter and rounder. If you guys can tell, hopefully you guys can see that. So that's what the brush looks like. 12 colors. Most of the ones on this side are matte, and then these ones are all shimmery, but you can see they kind of range from like, these are kind of more of the neutral shades, and then you've got really cool kind of like the grays right here in the middle, and then you've got a few kind of like warmer shades on the end here. So I'm just going to start swatching, and I have used a few of these, and I've got to be honest, the first time I used them I was like, really? That's it? I was expecting a little bit more excitement in my life. I'm not a cool tone person though, so you guys know that I don't particularly ever wear cool toned shadows, like hardly ever, just because I know what works with my skin and what works with my eyes, and warmer colors work with me, so that's what I always go for. So if you are someone who likes a cooler toned palette, then you probably love this one because it is very cool. So it kind of just depends on your preference of what you like to wear. So the first color is called 13. And it's this really nice, it's kind of almost like a cream, I'd say a cream, and I'll put it right there, you can see it. The next color is called Combust, which I actually really like. It's a really gorgeous crease color, and it's kind of like a nice soft, almost like a mauvey taupe, it's right there. And it really is actually a very beautiful color. Even though it's a cool tone, I really like it for the crease as your kind of transition shade. Then we've got Whiskey, which is a really nice dark, deep brown. And I would say it's just a nice neutral dark brown. These are, I mean, they are pigmented. These shades are pigmented. I felt like the shimmery ones that I used were kind of lacking. I feel like the matte ones in this palette are a little bit more pigmented. So that's Whiskey right there. Then we have Password, which is kind of like a nice deep gray. And it's very silky. So there's Password. Then we have Smolder. And this is a shimmer. Maybe it's a satin. And this is like a really dark kind of purplish gray color right there. It definitely has a purple undertone to it though. Next we have Black Market, which is a very deep black. And I believe this is also a satin. It looks like it to me. So there's Black Market. So I do like that you have like a nice deep black in here. Like so far these colors are all nice because you have your base or your brow bone, your transitional shade, kind of a nice deep like crease color. I mean, so you do have your transitional shades, which for me are the most important, is that you do have that transitional crease color that is matte. Then we have Dagger. And this is kind of like a bluish deep gray. Yes, I'd say that's like a nice kind of like deep bluish gray color. Then we have Slanted. This again is a satin. It's like a soft kind of icy blue gray. Definitely on the bluer side, but it is a nice kind of really pretty shimmery gray. Then we have Armor. And this is more of a kind of like neutral toned gray. Again, really nice and shimmery, but you can see the difference between the bluish one and then this is definitely, this almost has like a purpley tone to the gray. So that's like a blue tone, and then that's kind of like a, almost like a warmer purpley toned. Does that make sense? Then we have Radar, which is the color I was a little disappointed with. I thought it was going to be like more pigmented, and it kind of wasn't, or at least when I put it on my eye. It's this one right here, and it's a nice kind of like brown, but it just doesn't do it for me. Like when I put it on, and even when I swatch it, oh, I'm going way off. It's just got, the pigmentation in this shade for some reason looks like it's going to be awesome, and it just kind of sucks. I mean, that's not cool. That's like really weak sauce. So Radar for me, no, it's not a good color. It's like super duper lacking in pigment. Then we have Dirty Sweet. Oh yeah. This is a gorgeous kind of almost like a rose copper gold, and it's not showing up on camera because of the light, but it's really pigmented and it's very beautiful, really shimmery. It gives a really gorgeous like sheen. So I really like Bitter or Dirty Sweet. So far the only color that I'm not super impressed with is Radar, which is of course the one that I gravitated towards the most. Then we have High, and that's a really shimmery, very cool toned, almost like a champagne-y, pinky toned color right there. It's very like pinky toned, and it's really nice and bright. So a really awesome like to catch the light on the lid, or even in your inner corner. You could put it up on your brow bone for a tiny bit of shimmer, but that one's really pretty. So like I said, the only color that I don't like is Radar, because that's not that cool. But the rest of them are really nicely pigmented. They are very, I think they have a nice mixture between matte and shimmery. I like the 3 matte shades. I think they're really awesome, or the 4 matte shades, I should say. Like I said, I'm not really much of a warm person, a cool person. I really prefer warmer palettes, but I do think that this is a nice kind of cooler, it's like cooler, but then it also has some neutral toned as well. So I really do feel like this is a palette that a lot of people will really love, and I probably will end up using it for like these 3 shades, and then probably these 2 right here. I don't tend to wear a lot of smoky eyes anymore. If I was younger, I'd probably wear a whole bunch of these. Like I feel like I would wear a lot of those when I was younger, but now it's just a lot more time consuming, and I really can't be bothered. But overall, I would say it's a really nice palette. It is pricey at $54. You do get the brush. The brush to me, I don't know, I didn't really care for it when I was trying to blend it out with the fluffier side. It just wasn't happening for me. And this side for me, it's like, I'm not too keen on the brush, I gotta be honest. The brush does not do it for me. But I do think that it is a nice palette if you do like smokier shades, you like to wear your eyes smoky, you like cooler tones. I think you're gonna like it. I do like the fact that it does have a couple of the different varieties on the ends versus just all of the grays in the middle. It just kind of snaps shut like this. I think it's magnetic. Yes, it is. It's got the little divot right there. And that's basically my thoughts. I mean, Urban Decay, I always love their shadows. Their palettes are always good, especially the naked ones. I don't actually know if I will use this a whole bunch. I will probably use it every now and then, but it's definitely not going to be a daily palette for me, just because they're not my colors. But I do give it a thumbs up. It is nice quality other than that one color. I think a lot of people will really get a lot of good use out of it. I wish it was a little bit thinner and less bulky, but that's just me. I think that's really all I have to say about it. So I hope you guys found that helpful. If you do want me to do a tutorial on this, please let me know. Leave a comment down below, give me a thumbs up. That way I know that you guys do want one, and I can do, maybe I'll do like a really fabulous smoky eye, because I don't do those very often for you guys. But yeah, let me know what kind of look you'd like to see, and if you would like a tutorial with this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Also, if there's anything else you would like me to review, please let me know if there's new products coming up or something that you've got your eye on that you want to see if it's good. Then let me know down below, leave a comment, and I will check it out for you. Bye! Oh God. It's messy. If you do want a review on, or sorry, I already gave you a review. If you do want me to do a palette,